Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis.
Hey guys, it's James with the Chart Guys. Wednesday, April 12th, going to do my nightly video on gold. As expected, gold's continuing upward after we regained this 200 MA and then was able to break above the high of Friday at 1273.30 as noted. And the next level we're going to look at here for gold is going on the daily is going to be the high of this candle here on this red candle here at 1292.50, which we may test tonight. And if you look at the weekly chart here on the gold chart, we are coming up on this downtrend line, resistance line that we'll see how it reacts there. And as far as the US dollar Japanese yen goes, noted weakness yesterday on the break of 110.10, that price support. And now we're looking on the daily chart here for the next support, potentially at the 200 MA as we come upon it, which is currently at 108.73. So still some downside there left. May get a test overnight. And as far as the weekly support goes here on the US dollar Japanese yen, because of these big green candles on the way up, didn't create much support here on the way up. And noted yesterday in the video that once we broke this low here of 110.26, there isn't much support here as far as price support goes until the high of this candle at 106.94 on the weekly charts. Potentially here at the 50 MA on the weekly at 108.29. Those are the weekly price supports to start looking at. And this inside candle did break bearish on the weekly. Inside candles again are when the high and low of a candle are within the range of the high and low of the previous candle. Usually a bear break there will indicate further continuation to the downside. So gold bulls looking very good right now. As far as GDX goes, we're coming up on this weekly test here of the 50 MA now. We did have a lot of resistance at the daily 50 MA. If you're been following along in the videos with me, the past, we say we need to get above this 50 MA on the daily. Rejected multiple times once we got there, support, and now it's been really good support. And so we'll see how it reacts now at this weekly 50 MA here, which is currently at 24.69. And what we really want to do now on the weekly chart is get above this high here of 25.71. That would be a higher high, indicating that this is more than just a more normal bounce. What could potentially happen if we set a lower high from 25.71 in GDX, the senior miners, is we're likely going to range where we have this high, we have this low, we have a lower high, higher low, and we could just range here for a while we find price discovery, equilibrium pattern of higher lows and lower highs. And we could be in that range until it breaks one way or another. So that's another thing we'll watch here. We draw trend lines here on the weekly, something like this, currently breaking above it. And then here for support line. So if this is indeed a triangle pattern here, we are breaking out of it on the weekly. So we'll know for sure that when it confirms the break on the weekly of the high of this candle at 25.71. So that's the next level we're going to look at in the coming weeks here. As far as the junior miners go, junior miners on the weekly, same thing. We could draw a resistance line here, and junior miners have yet to really get there yet. So we're still in this triangle pattern for junior miners. And again, notice strength that the senior miners have been stronger than the junior miners on breaking a lot of different resistances. So nice close here. Same thing to confirm this pattern. We really want to break a higher high here, which is at 43.01 in the coming weeks. As far as the daily goes, we need to break above this high here now, which is at 38.57. And yesterday I said that the ideal scenario on the hourly for gold bulls is to consolidate. We noted that this RSI was overbought. Said we want to consolidate above the low of this candle of 1270.90, which we did nicely here and then continued upward. So with the RSI oversold again here, overbought here again in that territory, what we want to do is see consolidation overnight. And this time, ideal consolidation is going to be above the high of this candle at 1281.80. We break 1281.80. The next support we're going to see is the high of this candle of 1280.30. And also should find some support here at the high of this candle with the upper wick at 1285.70 before we test these supports here. So gold, by consolidating here on the hourly, is creating support on the hourly charts. The daily bulls are in full control. Weekly bulls are in full control. So everything is looking good for the gold bulls here. So the way to look is up right now currently, and watch what happens on this weekly, again on these weekly tests with the downtrend line coming here on gold and on the senior miners, the 50 MA test coming up here. So we'll see how it reacts. Those are the next levels to look at for resistance. We'll look for support if there's any type of pullback, but again, gold bulls and gold miner bulls are in full control. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.